Hello everybody, this is Alex here again with Blitzkrieg 2 with a much better time to record, so I'm not entirely delirious. As I said last time, we are going to be doing this mission, and we have lovely tanks to send against our enemy. Though, like last time, I don't remember this mission at all. Headquarters has asked that you take possession of 3 villages, 2 on your own, and the third in cooperation with friendly troops. Speed will be of the essence in this operation, as both your group and the German armored force have targeted the same 3 villages. Both forces will rush to occupy and establish advantageous positions, but you must not allow the enemy to acquire the key locations before you arrive, or they will be quite difficult to remove. Although you have the slight numerical advantage, the enemy currently enjoys better placement. You must hurry. But we do have cats, which are oh so lovely. So we actually, oh goodness, I'm really happy I got T-42s, because they give us these things off the bat. Alright, so our objectives are capture and hold the southern village. As fortunate failed to exploit their advantage. And the second village along the rail line is still unoccupied. Push your tanks to location as quickly as possible and push the enemy out of the settlement before they dig in properly. Again, you should be ready to hold against the enemy counterattack once you capture the settlement. Your enemy... Right, so that's our forces down here. And we have cats again over here. And once again, quite a... This will be very interesting, I should say. Problem is, I don't know where the antenna... I'm going to pull in some more tanks for this offensive. Since, yeah, our allies have some over here. We're going to need more men down here. We do have 8 reinforcement calls. So I'm going to detach 2 heavies in this direction. And actually no, we're going to detach 2 heavies in this direction. And supported by 2, then do that. And I'm going to advance 1 heavy forward. And I'll advance these guys over here a little bit. But since these guys are coming as well, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's shell this area in advance. Alright, so the second I see red, I'm going to be very careful. You know what, we should actually be refilling these guys as well. These Katyushas are going to be quite vital to the operation, I can already tell. Capture and hold. Already captured. Yep. I was worried about that. Alright, let's grab these guys and move them forward. Let's turn the KVs and have them defend over here. These guys over here. Remaining 3 tanks will be moving in this direction. Oh, shit, what was that? Woof woof, woof woof. Okay, dogs. Yes, let's try and double up here. It's a KV. That's good. You can fortify, I think, and you do that as well. Let's have the KVs defend the main route. I'm sad our allies haven't advanced thoroughly. Yeah. Alrighty. So let's continue moving the iron horde forward. No. I really do think we should shell that area right there. Alrighty. Let's do this. these are Panzer IIIJs, so not too much of an issue. Which is very good. Fine. Really happy I sent that fire now. Alright, let's advance the T-34s further, especially getting these guys primed over here. Thing 2. Shit. And once again, let's get both volleys and get them all to fire in this general vicinity. Yep. We do not want to lose these KVs, that is a fact. But thankfully we have the advantage in terms of sheer numbers of armor, as was stated before. We also have the advantage in rocket artillery. My. Yeah, we're gonna need to send up the air truck. Oh. That's not good. Advance these guys further, and let's begin to form a defensive perimeter over here. Because we do effectively have control of this area now. Are they paradropping people? Just a weird glitch then. This is a very trying time. We are going to have to get reinforcements over here, it seems. It's just a fact. Oh! Didn't expect them to be that far. Let's do that, and send the rest of you to these things. Yeah. We just need to have enough time to get into proper defensive positions. That's all we need to do. Let's camo these guys up. We do control this now, which is good. So now we can establish our perimeter, which will be this. Have a guy over here and another KV being the focal point. We just need to have enough time on our own. Oh god, they are rushing in anti-tank guns. Yeah, let's do that. And let's move you over here. Move you over here a little bit. Do that. No. Yeah, that's good. Move you over here, do that, do that. We can move another one over here, I think. And, yeah, this area should be fine. Let's add another guy over here. Let's move the cats further forward with their supply truck in tow. Unfortunately, they're going to have to go all the way back here for supplies, though that should be fine. Now that that's done, though, I can finally begin to focus on the defensive perimeter for this area. As we can already tell... Oh god, our allies were obliterated. Let's move these guys over here. We need to make sure this area is steadfast so I can have my full attentions over in the other area. Oh, that'd be a X and V. Yeah. Do this. It's getting repaired. It probably would be good to move you guys up a little bit. That way we have a better net. And that should be adequate, and do that. Alright, so I am fairly certain now that we can hold this line with some vague sort of certainty. Yeah, And those guys are fortifying. Now they're firing on J. Let's repair that guy, because that's very important. And I have the distinct feeling we are going to need more tanks. I didn't want to do that. Oh my goodness. Why are you going backwards? Jesus H. Christ. Alright, so these guys will be the focal point of the next defensive point, or next defensive, the actual defensive line, I suppose you should actually call it. Yeah, we're just gonna have this guy generally repairing these tanks. And we're going to form a nice iron wall over here to make sure no German armor gets through. Yeah. By the looks of it, we'll be significantly helping our friends. You know. Let's do that. You should not move so close. You keep the same job, but you should not move that close. Let's move these guys forward as well. Perils of advance. Who's firing on you? It's a J. Yeah. I don't know how they can see. That's just absolutely outrageous. So we'll do this then. Because we don't need to do much more than actually defending the line. Actually, yeah. The Germans can fortify against us all they want. We're still going to eviscerate them. And by the looks of it, we can just periodically shell them with cats. Yeah. Actually, on that note, I feel safe enough to move these guys just a little bit forward. And speaking of cat attack, let's move you back. Those J's should not have that type of range. Yeah, we're just going to fire blindly a little bit. And we're actually going to take advantage of our... Let's do these guys control 2. And we'll do these guys control 1, actually. There we go. I want to get group 2 and prepare to fire right about here. It's going to be a little bit of friendly fire, though. I don't know, this area needs to be wiped out. And you should be going over here. You don't have range. Yeah, I know you're out of ammo. Let's fire a little bit up here as well. Let's actually try advancing the KVs. Oh, gotta be careful here. Yeah, there's something over here that I do not like. It has completely punctured a hole in our ranks, so we want to not yet actually. Soon, but not yet. What are you doing? Unit is under attack. What unit? That would be fine if we had... We have to replace the line here, or else... I don't like how they can just see. And they should not be able to see. is fairly exasperating. Alright, no, you go back here. And you need to move back a little bit. Well, there goes conserving armor. Alright. Let's move further up then. Because we need to begin to consolidate this front with these kinds of losses. Actually, we have to replace an entire part of this front because of our losses. Which is very unfortunate. Our allies are still unable to break through. And again, they're still just doing this bullshit. Okay, what is firing on me? Of course, it's these. And that was just an awful time. Alright, full cat power. Are you kidding me? Alright, you have it. We've officially lost 2 full flanks due to silliness. And already they can see us. It's like they have scout cars. Oh god, this is an 88. That is not something you want to run across in the morning. Unit is under attack, yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, I am very glad I did this mission. Second. We've already burned through half of our reinforcements. Ooh, this... Well, you know what? This is fine. We don't need to defend this road now since we have it covered in actuality. The allies... The allies to hold. I would enjoy doing that. That is, I will not deny that is a thing I would enjoy doing, but, okay, now that's fine. We have held our positions. So I'm still a bit scared, so I am going to do this. Alrighty, exactly. To advance you further and advance you further. They are getting more ammo. I suppose we'll need to do this. And we'll do 2 tanks over here. Units under attack. Where? Sigh. Okay, well. Seems everybody needs to be in complete camo or else they're going to die. We'll quickly fortify these guys in this direction for now. Because we want to shell the hell out of this city. In order to do that, yeah, you're out of ammo. In order to do that, we're, let's fire it here first. That should be good enough. Let's move and move. That should wipe out that area's defenses, hopefully. Oh, that is a J. That shouldn't be too much of a difficult task. What's your 20? You can deal with that, but the J is of more importance. Yeah, we have already done a great deal to the German defenders. Coming down them in 288s. Most else I don't care about, but we just have to knock out any 88 we see. Yeah, go get it, get it, get it. That was unfortunate, but... Oh lord. Let's see if we can do it with one tank. The question is, the cats have been refilled. So let's shell the hell out of this area. And we'll be able to provide a good amount of cover support. Also, we need to remember that this right here is just insane. Nope. Yeah, we were able to snake away without. Ooh. Ha ha! And that was perfect timing, I have to say. We did lose 26 tanks. The Order of Suvorov 2nd Class is awarded to Corps, Division, and Brigadier Commanders, their seconds in command and chiefs of staff for exceptional service, expert control of troops, brilliant organization of combat operations, and determination displayed in the execution of operations leading to the destruction of a numerically superior enemy. I'd be happy with that if it wasn't for the fact that we had the numerical superiority. Or so they told us in the report. But, for the first time, we're getting heavy anti-aircraft guns, an upgrade to our elite infantry, better fighters, which is very important, no, it's heavy, and better anti-tank guns, which is very useful. Never mind, actually, this was a much better thing. We're actually getting a downgrade. Why is a 57mm? Well, this mission might not have been entirely worth it. Oh well. We have tightened the noose even further in our encirclement. But next time, the difficult choice again is what to do. Of course we're going to go for this mission because you all know my absolute love of rocket artillery, ground attack planes, and bombers. And with these, you will always have a very pleasant time in attacking the enemy. Actually, we will probably be going for this one first. Because upgraded rocket artillery would be very useful. Oh, we only have... Interesting. Well, we will examine that next time, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, if you did, to like, comment, and do whatever you please. But I will see you next time.